Yeah, this episode's not gonna suck like the last 100 or so. This one's gonna rock with the nice guys on business.
And it was served with cubed chips. I mean, how gauche.
Well, I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal. People know me. I'm very important. I have many leather-bound books, and my apartment smells like the nice guys on business. Most days, they take their meds. This is not one of those days. Welcome to Fuckery with the Nice Guys. No interviews, no business content. Just your two favorite slack-jawed mouth breathers ranting about whatever. Now, strap yourselves in for Nice Guys Fuckery with the kings of fuckery, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
Record on this computer.
You know, I kind of feel like I'm a big deal.
So, welcome back. My name's Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the microphone, Mr. Doug Sandler. We have a twist for you today. Here's the twist.
What is it?
The twist is...
Yeah, what's wrong with this picture?
One of us is in Las Vegas. That's not the twist, because that happens somewhat often. The twist is that it's Doug in Las Vegas and I'm at home in Austin, Texas. So,
but I want to let you know that even though I am in still hit the 9:30 bedtime. I still hit bedtime at 9:30. It was the greatest thing ever, and no cat sleeping on me, and that was even better than that.
Now, that's not a Yeti mic, is it? That's
Yeah, this is my $35 microphone, the same ones that we recommend to some clients. How is the sound? Is it not good?
No, it sounds okay. It's just that your gain's a little hot.
Oh,
but it's funny because I'm looking at it and it's like, hey, you're talking into the wrong end of that, but you're actually not, because it looks like a Yeti, but it's not really a Yeti.
All right, let me pull the little bit. How does it sound now? Does it sound?
Yeah, unfortunately, it sounds like you're cutting in and out, probably because you're on a shitty hotel Wi-Fi.
I tried to upgrade. There was nothing to upgrade to.
Oh, well, because you're at the super fancy Westgate Resort, right?
This is crazy hotel. So I check-in time.
Hey, we may need to stop video because you are definitely cutting in and out. So
all right, wait a minute,
sorry, dude. I know I like looking at you, but
cut my video. Let me
your crapple Wi-Fi.
The thing I don't get is, why is it any different I think it would be better because you're so close to your Wi-Fi. You know, I probably should have brought out an Ethernet cable and moved it right over to my modem that's here. I'm like literally 5 feet from the modem that's in this room.
Well, I used to, I don't do it much anymore, but I used to bring a Cat5 cable with me because if you can get a wired connection, of course, it's always going to be better. And sometimes you can just pull it right off of the modem that's in the room, but.
The biggest challenge that I had in checking in was not the fact that I had to wait in line. There was no line when I checked in here at the Westgate. By the way, SEMA conference, it may as well be like the Ironman competition, because it's the entire fucking conference room, convention center here in Las Vegas. It's miles and miles and miles of vendors under roof.
Oh, yeah. And saying the whole convention center in Las Vegas is a big fucking feat, because it's like 5 times the size of most convention centers. That's saying a lot. Yeah.
Over 100,000 people attend this conference. I think it's second only to like CEI or something. Maybe you can look that up. I don't dare get on Google right now.
I know. I'm going to look it up right now, because it's actually, the concrete show is usually the very biggest, but the concrete show only happens every other year. Oh, check this out. Yeah. The 2023 SEMA show officially opened Tuesday, welcoming more than 2,200 exhibitors and 160,000 attendees. 160,000. That's insane.
You could put the entire town of Ojai in here and still have 160,000 people remaining that you could still put in here. So I checked. So where does it fall in line of the busiest conferences in Las Vegas? Any idea?
Goddamn good question. Okay.
I would have to think CEI is probably CEI, the adult movie conference or whatever that.
Oh no, that's ATV or ATN or something like that. CES used to be, but CES has definitely dropped off the last couple of years. And CES, when it was the top, it was like 110 to 120,000. So clearly it's behind SEMA. What are the most attended?
So while you're looking that up, let me share with the community what happened. So I go to check in, no line. It was great to check in. Got to the front, and I was a little early for check in. I got here like at noon, and they said when I got up to the front, they said I said, look, I only have one request that if I could make it, I'm going to gently and gingerly make the request. I'm 6'4". Do you have a king size bed in whatever room that you're putting me in? Don't, please try not to put me in one with two queen beds. Mm-hmm. So she said, no, I'm sorry, we don't, but I'll give you an upgrade. And I'm, I was thinking she was just saying that just to get me to grease her a little bit, spiff her a couple of bucks, until I get up to the floor and I realize that it's not just the room that's bigger. It's the one that's at the way end of the hallway. So when you walk into this, it's not just a room, it's a suite here. And it has a dining room table that seats 6.
What?
It has, I should take you on I'll take you on a picture tour of this so you can see it. It has a sitting area for, let's see, there's 6 people plus a giant coffee table. It has refrigerator, dishwasher, full kitchenette, glasses, coffee machine, a second bathroom, and I haven't even gotten to the master area yet.
And they upgraded you for free?
No cost.
With fucking SEMA in town. That's amazing. How the hell did they do that?
Because they didn't have a king bed for me. So she said, I'll take care of this. So she put me, so the room is off of this. It's like a secondary room off of the main room. It's got a king bed with another sitting area in there. It has this giant, like you could fit 5 people into the hot tub that's in the room.
Wow.
I'll take pictures so you can see it. I felt like, I can't believe, not only am I here alone, so not only is JJ not here with me, but I kept thinking, I guess I know a number of people that are here, like people that are at the trade show, and I can invite them up, maybe we'll do like a little like cocktail hour or something like that. And then I kept thinking, no, because then I'm going to have to try to kick them out of the room in like 20 minutes after they get here, because I'm going to get tired and I want to go to sleep.
It's so crazy to me that with all of those people there for the SEMA show, and by the way, SEMA is apparently the second largest convention in Vegas. The first one is still CES. Apparently they've changed the name of it to, Consumer Technology Association is the name of the company. But yeah, CES apparently attracts 180,000 now.
All right, I'm going to send you, let me see if I can send you this while I'm on. I'll just send you, this is the sitting room area that I'm going to send you. This is only the sitting room. I'm at the dining room table, which is the far end of the sitting room. So I'm going to send you this just so you have it.
The reason it's so nuts to me is, on top of the fact that obviously there's a shitload of people in town that they should be like completely sold out, and
right, that's what I was thinking too.
But a lot of these companies that are exhibiting, if you want to get like a conference party room, in the convention center, they charge you out the fucking wazoo. So a lot of these companies will just get a room like yours, and especially one that is connected to the convention center.
Right.
Your hotel is I would think that those specific rooms
would be the first to go.
Completely sold out.
Yeah, but not the case. Not only
you got the fucking rock and roll suite there. That's badass.
Not only was it not the case for me at the room, but the people across the hallway, they knocked on my door as I was just entering. They were knocking on the door and they were trying to figure out. They said, "Where is the bedroom?" and so I said, "Oh, I have the same exact room. It's just the mirror, the carbon copy of what I have. Mm-hmm. It's back to the right, or in your case, back to the left." So I go back to the left, and the adjoining room was locked, so they had to go back downstairs to get them to unlock the second room. But there is no way that somebody could rent just this without that room. Oh, there is actually a separate entrance. I guess somebody could rent the little sitting area. But that would be, like you said, this would be a great place. I bet I bet you could easily fit 50 people in this
Right.
room and have like bar service, and you could have like hors d'oeuvres brought up here. This would be, and it's got a giant like 45-inch television set in this room,
Nice.
and a 45-inch in the other room too.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. You know, they've also got the.
I'm not worthy.
You're not worthy.
Totally
You've
not
also
worthy.
got the tunnel. You know, I think it's open to the public, at least at the convention center now. The Tesla
what's the
tunnel.
What is that?
So you know how obviously that convention center is monstrous, right?
Yes, way too big.
Elon's company, Boring Technologies, has dug a tunnel from one end of the convention center to the other. And it's basically like a tram, but it's Teslas. Like you go down underground and you get in a Tesla, and it takes you from one end of the convention center to the other, so you don't have to walk it.
Well, there is. Oh, it's just the convention center, because there is also the tram called, the Las Vegas, there's
the monorail, yeah.
The monorail. So they have the monorail that picks you up here. I don't know what stops the monorail makes, but I think that there is, so adjoining to the SEMA conference, as if it's not big enough, there is another conference called the APEX conference, AAPEX. And that's for like all of the automotive aftermarket suppliers that go there, as opposed to, I don't know what, it's SEMA. I thought
SEMA
is
aftermarket too, I thought. But okay.
Yeah, I thought so too. So I don't really understand the difference. But so I mean, it's overwhelming. I've been here for 2 days already, and I don't even think, and I'm leaving tomorrow, I don't think I'm even going to go to Apex, because I believe at that point my head will explode.
You know, it's just more of the same shit, I'm sure.
I guess. And just so everybody has a handle on what this is. So I'm here for the Mustang podcast, and I've had a good opportunity to meet a whole bunch of vendors that supply the Mustang industry. But my segment is just such a small segment of what goes on. These are people that train like body shop owners how to train their technicians, and they have all the equipment and the tools and all of that stuff that they can sell to them. So when I walk up to like a vendor looking at like a wrench set, you know, like, well, how much is one? You know, how much for one rib? You know, it's like
right.
they're looking to move. They're looking to bring over a container of these from overseas, and I'm looking for one wrench.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so I've had a good opportunity to meet a whole bunch of people that I never would have met. I didn't realize that Harbor Freight. Do you know what Harbor Freight is?
Sure, I'm familiar.
It's like that tool company. So you walk in there to get whatever specialty tools that you need for whatever projects that you have coming up. And I didn't realize that they're located about an hour south. The headquarters about an hour south of where I am. So a couple things. First of all, I've arranged to have do an interview live at the Calabasas headquarters. But secondly, you know, I'm going to hit them up for sponsorship also.
Oh, hell yes!
Like every tool that I have in my garage, sponsored by Harbor Freight. I'm like, I've gotten my air conditioner. I got a good chunk of change coming from National Parts Depot, and now I'm going to figure out how to work Harbor Freight into a sponsorship.
So wait a minute, you're saying that your air conditioner for your truck was sponsored, was donated? You didn't have to pay for it?
Not 1 cent.
Dude, you are rocking it.
$2,200 in air conditioner. You better believe I'm not going to fuck this air conditioner up. I've been putting some good time, energy, and effort into making sure that the install is right. It looks really good too. It just, you know, I haven't. Once I get it into the truck, then I have to go to a qualified mechanic to actually charge it up. They don't trust people like me with Freon. You know?
Hell no.
So I got to go to like a qualified technician to charge the system up. At which point I've put the entire truck back together. So I'm hoping they don't say, hey, you know, you have a leak right under that spot that you have to take the entire car apart again in order to get to. I'm a little afraid of that, but look, Rick Love, the owner of Vintage Air, assures me that if I've put it together based upon all of the instructions that Billy and the team over at Vintage Air have provided, then I have done it right. So I'm trusting that he trusts me to be able to do it properly.
Nice.
So this is definitely a cool. You know, you've gone to some conferences here, right? I mean, you've had a chance to walk through the conference convention center. I don't know that I've ever been to a convention here.
Oh, really?
Oh, you know what? No, that was in Orlando. I went to that one. I forget what that one. Remember the agency used to. Didn't you go to that a couple of times in Orlando? It was the one for like What the hell was that called?
That was like, yeah.
Amusement Park Suppliers or whatever it was.
That was it. Amusement Park Suppliers.
It's not SEMA, but like AGMA or so. I don't. Amusement Park AppWhack. I don't know what it was.
Nice.
Anyway, so I'm here in Las Vegas. I'm having a good time. I'm exhausted. This town is just exhausting.
Oh yeah. So tell us what else you've done other than the convention center.
Let's see. Convention center. I had dinner last night at whatever Italian restaurant. I went to the steakhouse, but I don't think I was. I looked in there and I'm like, I got jeans and a t-shirt and my sneakers on. I'm like, everybody looks like they're really like dressed well.
It's funny that you say that because like when I go to Vegas, like even at the steak places, it doesn't seem like people are dressed up.
Well, at this particular night, it was a Barry Manilow night here at the Westgate.
That explains it.
Barry Manilow last night recorded his holiday special. His NBC holiday special was recorded here.
like a TV special was recorded there?
Yeah. Like,
oh, wow.
They still do that? I guess so. Anyway, so I guess it was a lot of the blue hairs that were in the steakhouse before the shooting started at. Sorry, you shouldn't say the shooting started at in Vegas. The filming much better. The filming of that started at 6:00. So around 4:00, there was a lot of old people in the steakhouse, and I'm thinking, I'm really underdressed. So I just went over to the pizza joint that they had here. I had a drink at the bar. I had a nice old fashioned, had a pizza. Tonight, I'm going to strategically wear some slightly nicer clothes. I only have jeans, but I have a nicer shirt, and I have like work shoes instead of sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go. Remember when we came here and we got those really great steaks at where the hell did we eat dinner? Like not Jack Binion's, when it was just you and me.
Oh, when it was just the two of us. Didn't we end up at
it was almost
Smith
like a Ruth's Chris or
Walensky?
something. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, like we were trying to find something like Delmonico or one of the local ones, but they were all booked up and couldn't take us in. So we ended up doing Smith and Walensky, which was super tasty.
I think I'm going to pay a tribute to Strickland Bonner tonight. I might have to get the potatoes au gratin.
Oh, fucking love potatoes au gratin. Oh my God. You are speaking my language.
But just the steaks alone, I'm looking, sorry, I know my mic is hot. Just the steaks alone. I was looking at the pricing of the steaks. Just the filet is like $75.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Welcome to Vegas.
Yeah. But they're so fucking good.
I know, right? That's it. And are you you're not going to stay at Westgate? Because, the monorail, you can actually go, it goes all the way down to MGM.
All right, where do you want me to go? Just tell me where to go. Because I was planning on just going downstairs to the steakhouse they have here, which is a great steakhouse. But do I need to leave the hotel to get to a great steakhouse?
Yeah, here's the thing. I would love to tell you that, yes, you should. But honestly, you don't. They're all so goddamn good. I would recommend like at Horseshoe Jack Binion's, but that's where we ate with Turnkey. So like you've already had that. That was really good. I'm looking at what else is on because there's a new one called Stanton Social that's at Caesars, but you'd have to like get off at the monorail and go across the street. Now, fuck all that. So like Harrah's.
Well, JJ said, because I didn't realize this was a casino hotel. I thought because it was attached to the convention center, it wasn't going to be a casino hotel, but they have a huge casino downstairs. Maybe not as big as like Cosmopolitan or Bellagio or any of the other ones, but really nice casino downstairs, not too smoky. And I was thinking, because it's located right on the monorail loop, maybe we should stay here. Do we have any connections here, or is this not a good place to stay?
It's not a great place to stay.
Really?
Yeah. Really? I'm spoiled. Okay. Westgate, like there's just so many really much nicer places to stay. And we were talking about going downtown for our
that's
trip
right.
anyway.
No, forget that. I want to go downtown. You're right. I forgot that you said that. Downtown is like my people.
Yeah.
I just feel like I am not, I'm not a gambler, and I do like good food, but I also like really junky food too.
Right.
And
like Heart Attack Grill is downtown, and Evil Pie Pizza, fucking amazing.
And you go to a bar here, you spend $6 to $8 for a Budweiser. Okay,
dude, that's cheap. I mean,
right, and that's probably cheap. And you can go down to like Fremont, and you can get a bud for like $2.
Yep.
I'm like, yeah, maybe we should just do that. I'm not saying from a money savings perspective. I just think it's more my style.
I totally agree. Because, and really, the beer's not even a good example because mixed drinks. Like if you are at any of the strip hotels and the strip casinos, you're talking $14 to $20 for a fucking
$15,
mixed drink.
$15 for my old fashioned, and it wasn't even like a top shelf bourbon.
Right.
And
you can go downtown
with cubed chips. I mean, how gauche.
Yeah, I think downtown will be super fun. It's either going to be, we got two choices downtown, and we got till January to figure it out. But it's either going to be the Plaza, which if you got your internet in front of you, want to look. There's the Downtown Grand. Now, Downtown Grand is a little quieter, okay, but it's about a block and a half off of Fremont, so it's like slightly away from the hustle and bustle, so to speak. Yeah. But the Plaza is the super classic Vegas. It has been there. It was one of the first ones. Well, not one of the first ones, because the very first one downtown that's still there is called the Golden Gate, and that's been there for like literally 100 years. But the Plaza is the one at the very end of Fremont Street, and it's got it's iconic. Just look at a picture of it, and the Plaza is fun. But
no, I'm in. I'm looking at it right now. It looks fine. I like it.
Yeah. The Plaza's nice. Again, it's old school, but like they've redone it and it's fun. Oh shit. And the Sand Dollar's there too. The Sand Dollar's fun as shit. Yeah. I think we might have to do Plaza. Yeah. So Vegas. Yeah. I'm really jealous. You're there and I'm not. I think I'm going to be there Thanksgiving weekend just because,
well, and you go out while you're here, right? I mean, you probably don't. Yeah, I know I don't do Las Vegas right. Well, I guess it's all relative. It's right for whatever fits your style. And I just don't want to go out. I don't want to be out until like, oh God, I guess I'm going to go out tonight.
Well, here's the thing though. As much as I hate to defend you, I know when you're walking a convention all goddamn day, it's like you just wiped out. It takes a lot out of you.
Yep.
So I will not give you shit if you don't go out tonight. Although if you just got pizza last night, you totally need to get like a nice meal tonight.
Yeah, tonight is nice meal night. I kind of thought, because I drove in yesterday, I got here around noon. I drove in. I'm like, could I get my nice steak tonight, or do I want to wait till tomorrow night? And it was easy to decide when I went to the steakhouse, and I'm like, not dressed appropriately. And I'll sit at the bar. I don't want to sit at a table. So they probably care less when you sit at the bar what you're wearing. Yeah. I don't think they care at all wherever you go. It was more my feeling of somebody's going to like walk up to me and say, are you homeless? What are you doing? What the hell are you doing here?
If I'm by myself, I like going to the bar to eat because I don't want to sit at a table all by myself. Like
and you have instant conversation. Talk to the bartender, the person sitting next to you, to your left. I met I met two very interesting people last night on completely two ends of the spectrum. One guy, Tommy, the first guy I met. Tommy was there for the Manilow show, and he said, look, I'm 42 years old.
Oh, dude, he's young for a Manilow fan.
I'm going to be the youngest person that walks into the Manilow program. And immediately as he's talking to me, I'm like, he is like the quintessential gay guy that loves Barry Manilow. And he starts talking. He's like, and I really want my partner to be here, Jonathan. But Jonathan couldn't make it so I'm like, okay, so I hit it right on the mark. Had a really good conversation with Tommy, and then there was a CEO. I can't remember I think it's called Bolton Tools or one of the tool companies that's here. CEO. He lives in Colorado, has a second home in Arizona. His name was John, and John's just got this whole. We were talking wine. We were talking. I felt like I was really pumping him for some great information about scaling our business, right? Because that's what he does. He goes in. He's a CEO for hire, so he goes in. He scales the company. He says, normally I'll go in a company anywhere between $2 and $5 million, and by the time I'm done, they're making anywhere between $40 and $100 million for the time. I'm like, that's pretty cool. And he wasn't saying that like from an ego standpoint. He was like, this is what I am hired to do. Damn. And a lot of people don't like that because I come in and I take whatever the founder, CEO, or the other guy that came in after the founder that completely just rested on his laurels because he was riding the coattails of the founder. Mm-hmm. They didn't change enough things. So he says, I have a responsibility to the people that either own the company, the venture capitalists that are investing in the company, or whoever is a part of the organization, to grow the company. And I make shit happen. I make big changes. I'd say probably 20% of the people get fired because they don't have the right attitude. Mm-hmm. 20% of the people are like not quite up to speed, but they have the capacity to come up to speed. So I have to retrain them. And people don't like to learn new tricks if they're old dogs within an organization. Yeah. And then he says, and I do a lot with acquisition. So he says, I bring in a company that's making, let's say, $5 million, and I buy another $5 million company and I make them partners. And sometimes they're competitors. And these guys have been saying bad things about this company for 25 years, and now they're working next to them.
Damn.
So really, really interesting conversations. And I'm like, okay, so can I just lay out the scenario for you? So I told him all about turnkey, and he's like, hey, look, you just got to keep doing what you're doing. He gave some good advice. He said, here's what you do. He said, you go to, I told him where I lived. He said, you go to University of California or UCLA, Santa Barbara, so UCSB. Yeah. He said, go into their business department and find an intern or two that's in their marketing division that will, for 20 or 25 bucks an hour, completely create your sales department. I'm like, oh, this is some good advice. So I said, would you be open to having this conversation on the air with me, with my podcast? And he's like, yeah, I would do that. Nice. So I sent him the link to get on the show.
Nice. That's cool.
So let's see what advice. Let's see if he can shake it up for turnkey. One of two things is either going to happen. We're either going to blow this business up and it's going to get to like $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, or we're going to go out of business. One or the other is going to happen. I'm hoping not the second one. I kind of need the money.
So we got a couple of voicemails.
Okay, before we get to the voicemails, though, I really want to talk about this. I know voicemails are important. They're like the tri-crew. They're the anchor that kind of brings us together. Mm-hmm. Matthew Perry.
Oh, you cut out. You there?
I'm going to say the two words again. Matthew Perry.
Yeah, he fucking died.
What the fuck? So I was reading an article about it today. It sounds like he died in his hot tub, but they're not sure he drowned.
Yeah.
So So I'm gonna throw out there a couple of things that could have happened. Mm-hmm. Okay, died of natural causes like heart attack. Mm-hmm. Could have OD'd on something if he was on any kind of narcotics. Mm-hmm. Could have taken too. I don't think that there was any illegal substances, although there were prescription medications that the sheriff's department was able to confiscate from the house. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if maybe the combination of, was he drinking, doing prescription medication too much? Maybe the heat from the hot tub got to him, but he didn't drown though. I don't think. I don't. What do you think?
I don't even speculate, and I got to say, I saw something like right after it happened about, he came out with a book like 2 years ago, maybe relatively recently, right? And in the book, he talks about his addiction issues, and he apparently went to rehab like 20 plus times.
Oh, I did not know any of this.
Yeah. He didn't go to rehab a couple times, literally more than 20 times. And he had a lot of drug problems. Now, does that mean that he fell off the wagon and started using again? Not necessarily. It could be that, he had just abused his body so much that it just gave up, so yeah, I try not to think about shit like that because it's like, who knows? I don't think anything could top the greatest rock and roll death of all time, which happened coincidentally in Las Vegas.
All right. Yes, well, I remember this story. Tell it again.
Okay, maybe not the greatest, but like the most rock and roll death ever. John Entwistle of The Who, the bass player for The Who, in 2001, I believe it was, they were getting ready to do the first show of their tour in Las Vegas, and they are at the Hard Rock. And the night before, the very first night of the tour, he died of a coke heart attack in his suite with a hooker. So you got major rock band in Las Vegas the night before the very first show of the tour, died in his suite at a Hard Rock hotel, okay, of a coke heart attack with a hooker. You can't make that shit up.
It was like the perfect storm.
It is. It totally is. You can't even make that shit up. I can't think of anything that I could add on top of that would make it even more rock and roll.
Well, which begs the question, how do you want to go? I mean, how do you want to go? Certainly if you're a rock and roller, that is the way that you want to go. As long as there's not, I mean, even if there is some pain attached to it. Look, you've led a life of leisure. Okay, let's face it. You haven't really had that difficult a life if literally every night you can party your ass off and still do your job very well. Well, I mean, look at us. I mean, we're pretty much drunk every time that we do the podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is a good death. I appreciate that you don't want to speculate or cast dispersion among his his peers.
Yeah, I like him. I mean, I liked him on Friends. I liked him. Did you ever see the movie The Whole Nine Yards?
I don't know if I saw The Whole Nine Yards, but I've seen a number of movies that Matthew Perry's in, and which really does dispel the myth that he said his favorite thing that he really likes to do is nothing. He said if there was actually a career of being lazy, that would be the career that he'd want. He seemed to be a really busy guy, though.
I didn't realize that he was basically like, hey, I'd rather do nothing.
I'd rather do nothing. I am qualified master of nothing.
Nice.
But all right, if we got some voicemails, let's do it.
Okay, let me do the whole sharing the screen thing.
I don't think you sharing your screen creates any lack of bandwidth on my side.
I hope not. I think you're probably right. Oh shit! And of course, what did I do? I forgot to check the fucking box. Share sound. We got to share sound.
So we only have 2 voicemails, huh?
We do, and now that you see it visually, I'm guessing. I think they're both from Jared. When I look at it visually, they
both look identical. The second one looks a little bit longer than the first one, but shit happens.
Yeah, like you and me, mine's a little longer than yours.
There is no doubt. Yours would go off the screen. Mine, you'd have to use the little zoom feature in order to get it.
Damn. Okay. We got a voicemail from Jared. I said a voicemail from Jared. You know a voicemail from Jared. Nobody else will call. We got a voicemail from Jared. Screw the rest of y'all.
You said there was like 170,000 people here. Is that what you said?
They're saying 160,000. Now, I got to say that a lot of times when they do things like, to say how many people are coming to a conference, right? Sometimes they exaggerate because they want to make it seem like a lot, but still, that's a fuck lot of people.
How many people are in the world? I think there's 4 billion people in the world, right? So let's see, 44 billion. Let me just hold on a second. 400 million. Oh, I can't even do 4 billion on my calculator because if there was 160,000, let's just round it down. Let's just say there's 100,000 people here. And that's probably more realistic because I tried counting, but that one person wouldn't
kept losing count. They wouldn't stand
still long enough. So
you guys all hold still for me so I can count.
Couldn't get quite the accurate picture that I was looking for. But I was recognized by one person in the crowd. One person.
That's nuts to me. That's so fucking crazy that in that kind of a conference, it's just monstrous. So many goddamn people, somebody recognized you. That's really cool.
Well, I was standing in front of a buddy of mine's booth. His name is George. He has a company called Bangin' Headlights, which are LED headlights that you put in your classic Ford or a classic vehicle. And I happened to be standing there, and she walked by, and she recognized me, and I recognized her. So we both kind of, right there. It was just one of those things. I recognized her from social media. She recognized me from, I don't know, whatever fucking stupid stuff that I do online. And we said hi and actually did an interview with her today. Amanda is her name. And just like your daughter's name. So anyway, so she recognized me here, but the way that I'm thinking about it is if I actually use the multiplier and I say, okay, well, 100,000 people, out of 100,000 people, one person would recognize me. So if I multiply that times, I think like 4,000, which is how many people, I think if you multiply 100,000 times 4,000, you get 4 billion. Then I would have 4,000 people that would recognize me in the world, and I'm okay with that. So I feel a little bit. I'm kind of a big deal. I'm gonna go into this like I started the beginning of. I have a lot of leather books. Now
I guess I know which intro I'm going to use today. Now,
smell very musky. Okay, all right, let's do it. Voicemail number 1.
Okay.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Strick. Jared here. So you guys are talking about dry cleaning.
Yeah, dry cleaning.
And Doug, you mentioned what's the catalyst for between dry cleaning and laundering, and I would have thought this was pretty obvious. You only launder money and you dry clean yourself.
Nice.
Oh shit! This is interesting though, because I don't think I've ever had anything dry cleaned. Wow. And I launder my own shit. So, and by, that, I mean, my wife takes care of me. So, I don't really launder anything except when she needs help. But I have seen clothes, and I have a suit that says dry clean only, like in the tag. That's the only way I would know the difference. So that's coming from, somebody who just doesn't wear suits and things like that. Like ever, except once in a blue moon. So, which would be why I've never had it dry cleaned, because I never wear it. Anyways, guys, love the show, and we're not very far in, and you already got me calling voicemail. All right, see ya.
Yeah, so if it doesn't get dirty, then you don't need to wash it. If it says,
but I have questions about what he just said. So he said something. Hold on a second. I thought I had a sneeze coming on. Vegas air is so fucking dry. It's
my God! Yeah, you got to start drinking so much water.
Right. So a couple things that I took away from the Jared voicemail number 1 right there. Number 1, probably to Jared and his family, the dry cleaning space that they take up in pretty much every strip center that you run into in any town that you're in, there's always a dry cleaner in that strip center. Those are probably to Jared just a complete waste of space.
Yeah.
Because it would seem like you've never gone in there. But it brings me to the second point. He did say, as he just mentioned, that he also does have a suit, but he's never had the suit dry cleaned.
Sure.
So a couple of things I'm thinking. You've never worn the suit, but you bought the suit. So why did you buy the suit? That would
No. There's a difference between never wearing it and never dry cleaning it. Just because you wear it doesn't mean you gotta fucking get it cleaned. I've got suits that I've worn many times and never cleaned them. I mean, I have some that I have cleaned, but I've had suits in the past where I've worn them multiple times.
So you've never been to the events that I have been to then, because I come home and from an event, and if there's a band or anything like that there, I sweat through my suit.
Well, it definitely depends on what kind of event you go to, and all
funeral suits probably don't need to be cleaned as often as party suits, because or a church suit. A church suit, I would think. Yeah, but a church suit would get wrinkled. So maybe he does the ironing. I don't know. Maybe his wife ironed his suit. I'm just curious, Jared, could you call back and just let me know how many times you've worn the suit, and how many times have you washed it at the house? Did you launder it there? Did your wife launder it for you if you don't do the laundry yourself? Is it a leisure suit and maybe it's all poly and you don't have to wash it? I mean, like I have so many questions, because I have spent probably through the course of my life, well, especially Strick, and you can probably guesstimate what you've put into dry cleaning over the years. But geez, I was in the party business for 30 years. I wore a something, whether a suit or a jacket and slacks, at least 2,000 times through the time that I was in the party business. So that means probably I've been to the dry cleaner. I've probably spent $50,000 on dry cleaning in my life.
Yeah, I haven't spent nearly that much. I used to just launder my own, either my tux shirts or my suit shirt. But
how do you get the ruffles all straight? How do you get those ruffles all clean? Remember the ruffles from our? I remember when you dressed as the
Patrick Starr from Patrick Starr,
right.
and you rented for Halloween, and you rented the
Austin Powers suit. I was
the powder blue tux. Yeah. We'll have to find that picture and post it in the Nice Guys community.
That takes me back to the early days when we just became friends.
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
Okay, all right. So that's the dry clean. That's Jared. If you'll just leave a message, let me know. Let me know how many times you've worn the suit, and at some point, can you stand the suit up in the corner on its own?
You definitely I've had suits that like I never took to the dry cleaner because like you wear it once and like you said you wear it to a funeral or whatever and like you don't sweat in it, you sweat in the shirt that's underneath it.
I guess if I was only going to have to wear a suit once, I would figure out a way to either borrow or rent a suit. Every suit that I ever had, I wore dozens. If I'm going to get something, I am going to take full advantage of the investment that I've made in this clothing.
Okay. Are we ready for the next voicemail?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Strickland here. Voicemail number 2. So you guys are talking about Speaker of the House, and Doug, you went on some freaking, I don't even fucking know what to call it. You were so far out there. Anyways, about being picked for dodgeball and shit.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Strick thinks it too, I could tell.
Yeah.
Anyways. You said, is that the best you can do, Republicans? And you threw it out there. And I think you maybe even said, Jared, it was kind of hard to tell. But first of all, you got to realize we're not the ones that voted on who got to be that. It's the Republicans and Democrats that are in office that voted. And you'll remember that, people kept voting against them. So, and I honestly don't know how they're picked. I don't know if it's just a Republican vote or Republicans. I thought Republicans and Democrats both vote, so it's a combination of they all agreed on that, which, I don't know the guy. Don't fucking care. It's all a waste of breath anymore. But anyways, to just say Republicans, is that the best you can do? No, obviously they tried to send other people and they couldn't get the vote, so, it's who they voted on, whoever they are. And I honestly, once again, don't know who votes for that. If it's just one side or the other or both sides, I don't fucking know, don't care because they're all a bunch of pieces of shit for the most part. So. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. So you want a politician, you get a politician. Doesn't matter which side of the aisle. Almost all of them play for the same fucking team, and it's not the people of the United States. There you go.
I think of all the things that Jared has ever said about politics, that last statement that he just made was the truest of all.
Yeah, most definitely. Politicians are voting for politicians, and that's what you get. You get a fucking politician. So the guy who is, and I've been seeing a bunch of tweets and shit about this, so I'm trying to find the actual, some facts about this guy, Mike Johnson. So the reason they ended up getting, first of all, yes, Democrats and Republicans vote, but the House is so partisan now that basically if it's a Republican Speaker of the House, all of the Democrats will vote against the candidate. And same way, if it is a Democrat Speaker of the House, all the Republicans will vote against it. So that's why it doesn't fucking matter there. It's not that they don't all vote on it. But Mike Johnson, he has been in Congress since 2016, so he hasn't been in that long. This is a guy who is super fucking hard right. He is an evangelical Christian. I'm trying to find some of the things that he said. Like he is 100% against abortion. He is against LGBTQ rights. He is against same-sex marriage. He is, but the bottom line is, out of all the Republicans in the House, there is a group of super hard right Republicans who basically said, hey, anybody that is like a centrist at all, we're not going to vote for him.
What's a centrist?
Somebody who actually wants to work with the other side. Yeah. That wants to like actually try to compromise, right? I think it's about a dozen Republicans right now in the House who are like, fuck everything. Like, we're not going to compromise because everything is so goddamn broken. Now, in principle, I don't disagree with that, right? Like, our national debt is like ridiculously out of hand, but the reality is it doesn't work that way. I mean, these dozen people are basically like, anything that we're basically not going to vote for anything.
Just for the fact that they're on the other side of the aisle is reason enough not to vote for them, not to vote with them.
Right. In fact, here's a great example. So they're trying to pass, now that they have a Speaker of the House, they're trying to pass funding for humanitarian aid for Israel, right? And the Senate is apparently working on a bunch of, bipartisan bills where people can agree. In fact, and I don't have it in front of me now, but I think they came up with a bill for funding that passed like 86-14. So I think they've got 51 or 52 Democrats and 48 Republicans or something. So this bill they came up with, like, apparently all the Democrats voted for it and 2/3 of the Republicans did. Like, a bipartisan bill, right? So what does the House do? The House decides that, sure, it's okay to fund Israel, but only if we roll back.
Oh, here we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Only if we roll back a bunch of money that was given to expand the IRS to collect more taxes. Like, if we take $14 billion out of the money that Biden wants to, the additional money that Biden wants to give the IRS, then they'll do it. Okay. So here's the problem.
Hold on. I'm okay with this. So give money for defense to Israel, but roll back some of the money you had to give to the IRS to audit people like you and me.
Right. So here's the practical problem with it. The practical problem is it will never make it through the Senate because the Senate is controlled by the Democrats and all the Democrats are going to vote against it. But even if it did make it through the Senate, Biden has already said he's going to veto it. Okay, so first of all, right there, like, why are you wasting fucking time with this, right? Like, on principle, I want to show you that we care, so we're going to... No, it's bullshit. But here's the bigger problem. The bigger problem is what they're saying is they want to do this because the national debt is out of control. Okay, well, good reason. I agree with that 100%. But the problem is there's an independent, it's called the COB or something. I can't remember what it stands for. A Congressional Budget Office, CBO, the Congressional Budget Office. Now, Congressional Budget Office is a nonpartisan office that basically looks at what would happen if you do X, Y, or Z. And they basically say, hey, here's what's going to happen if you do this. And the CBO has said, well, if you cut $14 billion from the IRS, it will cost $26 billion in lost taxes. So that's like, hey, we want to cut money from the budget. Okay, cool. Let's cut money from the budget. Well, let's cut it from the IRS. It's just so fucking stupid. It just drives me fucking nuts when they do stupid shit like that. Like, they're trying to be like, we care. We want to cut the budget. Okay, I agree with that. Don't fucking cut the budget, which means that corporations will pay less taxes, and then we end up fucking worse off than we were before. It's bullshit. Such bullshit.
That is the game of politics.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. What it's all about.
Yeah.
All right. So what else is going on in the world of what's going on? Anything else happening?
Not really. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff going on with Turnkey. Like we're going to be trying to get into marketing shit. We'll see if it actually works. But, fingers crossed. It hasn't.
I saw a whole bunch of emails coming our way. Like they need stuff from us. It's like, oh, okay. All right. So action is coming on. So everybody, if you're in our listening audience right now and you don't see us, in a month or two, it's because Strick and I got a little bit too big for our, britches. Actually built a business and we don't have time to do this podcast anymore. Is that going to happen ever? Probably never.
I hope not. No. Yeah. No, I don't think that's going to happen ever now.
Okay. All right, Strick. Well, I think we've done it. I think my Iron Man energy has completely I don't even know if I'm going to muster the energy to go get a steak now.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, it's 5:15 there.
I know.
So that's dinner time for you, right?
It's past dinner time. It really is. It's 5:18 right now on Thursday, and it's about 20 minutes past. I like to eat, so I may have just thrown off my whole schedule. Maybe I'll go to the steakhouse for breakfast. Are they open?
No, no, you can't do that. It's now or never, dude.
All right. Well, we'll head out of here for this week, unless you have anything else that you want to add.
No. Let's wrap it up. Let's.
Are we under an hour? Is this under an hour?
We are. We should be. I got a lot of Turnkey stuff to do tonight.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's head out of here. Until guys, we'll see you next week. Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here. You have to hit stop now.
For the Nice Guys on Business, I'm Steve O'Brien. Thanks for listening. Bartender, Doug here's going to have a Cosmo, and Strickland is going to have a Fireball on the rocks. Not the little glass. Yeah, the big one, the 24-ouncer. Oh, and they'd both like a little umbrella. Just give me the bottle and charge them as much as you can.